She has helped me through, I would say, the most difficult time in my life.
We really had like an instant connection because we were both filmmakers, we're both artists.
We're on our second year of my being a mentee and Sarah being my mentor.
A lot of times she feels like a friend as well, a close friend, you know, it really is a two-way street. Sometimes I feel she's mentoring me.
The way our relationship evolved is Sarah just seemed to listen to me, and I have a voice with Sarah, and there was never judgment.
And to be honest, we've connected most of the time on Zoom. She lives in Kingston and I live in Upper Westchester in Yorktown Heights, and it's really worked well for us. She's a busy student, she's a working mom, and our schedule sometimes I think it would be difficult to meet up in person. So technology is our friend in this situation, and of course some coffee shop meetups as well, because nothing can compare to in person.
I think when I met Sarah, I was on my second year of trying to get divorced. I was struggling as a single mother with poverty. I was a full-time student at Bard on scholarship, and there was even a time when I got home with my daughter and she found an eviction notice and told me, "Mom, we have to move out." And so Sarah has just been there the whole journey.
Having that person in your corner is really key, and I'm happy to be that person for her. So I am a native New Yorker. I'm born in Yonkers, New York. My entrance into the arts was partially through my dad. My dad is an artist. He's a stained glass artist and a painter. And also I started studying music, and learning piano, classical piano, really led me to studying music, musical theater, classical voice, and that led me to performing. And I went on to study classical acting in London, and then I also went to Stella Adler Studio of Acting. And then after graduation, I spent several years working regionally in mostly doing summer Shakespeare along the East Coast, very fond memories. So doing those shows out of town, you kind of miss the boat on some auditions in town. So then I started dabbling in producing, met some people that way. And the thing I love about producing is that it really puts you in the driver's seat in the way that being an actor doesn't. You're a storyteller when you're choosing what stories get told, and I really love that aspect of it, and it is a totally different, you know, piece of your brain and a totally different passion of mine. So then I started to really blend my performing, doing some voiceover, and then also doing a lot of producing. And I worked in-house at theater companies for a long time, so really valuable experience in terms of like how a good story gets put together. And then a little over 2 years ago, I started my own production company, House of Cronk. And the mission of my company is I really want to elevate diverse female stories. And so I'm mostly focusing on film production, nonfiction filmmaking. I'm working on a documentary series right now about female chefs who are also involved in some kind of activism with their business, as well as potentially a companion podcast with that piece. And so the company is mostly focusing on film and podcast production. I really resonated with the mission of Raising Hope. I did want to give back in a way, and I especially am drawn to female emphasis, and in particularly with filmmaking. It's a very male-dominated industry, and I think mentorship is so key. It's really like lifting other women up because, you know, women face a lot of challenges.
One of the strengths that Sarah has is that my daughter's been able to see the gift that Sarah's given me, which is supporting, listening, sisterhood, friendship, and really helped me find my voice in a very difficult, low time in my life. I mean, it was a time I didn't think I'd make it through. And Sarah was there. So, yeah, I mean, just having one person hear your voice is really all anyone needs. Sarah's been that person.
So I think there really needs to be a community of women coming together, and that really spoke to me, that Raising Hope was doing that, and I love it. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this program. Sue Marcy emailed me, and I was totally shocked. I'm floored and so humbled and honored to be in this group of amazing women doing amazing work in the community. And sometimes it feels like, well, I'm not advanced in my career enough to get this honor. And I'm so grateful to Bobby for nominating me, and my husband Patrick, and my mom, and my dad, and my grandma, who is turning 90 this year. Certainly 3 generations there. Definitely, you know, family and friends have really supported me all along the way, from you know, coming to see Shakespeare in folding chairs in a basement, and now here they are in the audience tonight too.